It's going to be foreign to them. It's new. They're not quite aware of their surroundings. You may be thinking that you're looking at scenario A, but it can rapidly.
All right, guys. I'm gonna go somewhere else. I cannot hear him, but I'll ask him what he had said to them. I'll ask him what he had said. Let me try to find somebody else that looks like they might know something. Okay, here.
She wants to ask you about the warrants. She's doing a school project.
Huh?
She's doing a school project.
Oh, but at the end, right now we only have 2 hours. When 8 o'clock comes, they're gonna leave. They're gonna leave at 8 o'clock. Yeah. Let's see the paperwork. Paperwork they provided today. Same stuff we've seen.
I know those things work out. I'm not 100% sure how
It's all the same stuff we've seen before. Yeah, it's 4 tables of all the same stuff. Hi, what's going on?
So here, we're going to parse this out, okay? So her issue is not what I'm talking about. The department has...
Yeah, she needs to know.
Well, yeah. If you know what her situation is, that's why I'm just trying to figure out what exactly the notice is and what does it mean to a resident if they receive it. Is it a fine? Is it a notice to comply? Is it? What is it?
So the enforcement, the quarantine enforcement tools that are available under the law there's 2 components. One is administrative penalties. Those are between $100 and $1,000, and those are handled administratively within the department. There's a hearings process, etc. for somebody who wants to challenge that. Under the Food and Ag Code, we also have the authority to enforce the quarantine through misdemeanor infractions. So those are the 2 components under which we do quarantine enforcement.
So what's hers?
What kind of I mean, I barely could read it, so I don't really know what it really means.
So I will, if you give me your number, I'm happy to speak with you later.
You guys already have her number and her name and her address that was given to you. She didn't give it to you. I did not do that.
So
basically, what I don't want to have happen to this lady is because if she's promising, if she gets this, and let's just say you guys are going to flip it to misdemeanor or some fine, and she doesn't have a court listed or a court date, then it's going to be a no-show for her, and then she's stuck.
Let me talk to you. Okay, I feel like you did it in retribution because this, I'm telling you right, this has never been given out to any one of us. After I asked this issue, this bit has never been issued to anyone, to no one. I feel that you are abusing your power. I feel that you are abusing your power to punish me for calling for a lieutenant to come out and look into my situation. This quarantine says that I refuse to leave the property. After I was grabbed by helms and then harder was in my face, I left the property. I left. There was still a lot of people in that section that you said that I refused to leave. But I'm the one that got. I'm the one that got this. Another thing. If Oversight County is under quarantine, if I go to my friend's house, am I going to be cited again? I understand there's a first offense, second offense, third offense.
That's what he means. But he has to justify what that is. Is it just a warning letter or is it a citation? What is it?
Wait, let me ask you that. Am I going to be cited again for going to my friend's house because I'm in a quarantine property?
potentially, I don't know. I can't speak to any specific instance.
So if she goes out to another property to support someone, then she
I need to see it.
And there was nothing that stated that
I have it. I'll email it. But what I want to know for her is if that's a citation.
I mean, a first-year student.
Well, yeah, let's read it. Read through it
Because
first.
right now, I don't know what the heck.
I couldn't tell based on some part of this.
Because to sit,
It's retaliatory.
I just want to know what you have
It's
is a citation.
What led up to it? By the way, do you know that?
Basically, the hard supervisor's number because I want to follow out here. They tried to, he was totally
You can contact
which I said,
the PIO number that's on there. That's our contact for the incident. Also on the quarantine,
then
there's
this guy
2
decides-
phone numbers at the top right that reach the Animal Health and Food Safety Services. You can contact.
Because I need to tell them their names. I know who I'm fighting.
Yeah, you can email it. I can read it myself.
So if you call and say,
I'm not
hey,
sure
you
what I
call
can do,
on
but
anybody or
I see
whatever,
what it is.
the phone number, and you want to file a complaint, there's nothing to stop you from filing a complaint. If you explain the scenario, they're going to know who I am.
So if I go to my friend's house, am I going to have a second offense?
Well, you know, we're getting some information.
Can I be?
Not great.
Can I be violating quarantine for
At
going
least
on
we
my
understand
own?
there's no quarantine area. It's just a kill area.
There's a million
real about it.
permutations and computations. So I don't want to give you guidance on
If I
this.
go to my babysitter's house to pick up my kids, are you guys going to cite me for a second offense?
These are all hypotheticals, and I don't want to get into
No, I need
answering
to know because I have to continue on with my life, and I can't get any more second offense, third offense.
Your mayor's going to take a look at it, so let's just step away because whatever. Remember
Anything you say can't be used. Take a breath for a minute. Take a breath for a minute. Take a breath.
I'm going with you.
Here, get a water bottle. Here, get a water bottle.
very common to use administrative penalties.
Whatever the penalties you guys use, you said there was 2.
Yeah, there are 2 for it.
2 billions. I mean, how many people in our city are getting cited for something?
So that would all be information that would have to be released by either the legal office or the PIO. So I'm not authorized to give out that information. So I just have to follow my.
So are you one of the guys that goes out to the individual homes as eradication? Is that kind of what you do?
I am at some sites with law enforcement.
Yeah, I want to see what her letter looks like. I don't know.
Oh, I can show you.
Oh yeah, she can do that if she chooses.
Yeah.
At least we can see what it is. I certainly don't want to think that our residents are getting cited randomly, willy-nilly, or inappropriately, or at some point having to pay a fine or a fee to clear themselves for potentially just being agitated at a process that has been less than 100% by the book.
And I can show you the bottom portion. It won't have her name or address, but I can show you the bottom portion because the person presenting it did not write their name down either. So it's a paper with her information, but there's no presentation of who is citing her is not listed on there. Who cited her?
A question about when you go onto someone's yard and then somebody decides to call code enforcement
Keep going.
or
This
animal
is
control.
yep.
If
Here's one.
somebody from your room calls animal control on a person who lives there because they've decided they don't either like the person or they don't like the people, causing trouble. Why would they do that?
Nobody on this incident would do that. We follow.
Bill, go for it. Yep.
To inspect her animals and pay a lot of money for that. I mean, seriously, you guys.
You're CDFA, correct?
CDFA's job to report something.
Your turn, Bill.
Right?
You've been very quiet, Bill. Your turn.
I don't have
It's
to.
about disease eradication.
Okay, so why would they support her and call animal control on someone?
I can't speak to the specific incident, but
Well,
they definitely do not call animal control.
Let me tell you the incident because I was there.
What's the one that comes around the city stuff? They don't call any of that. They are only there to eradicate the chicken disease, right?
Absolutely. That is our only goal is to eradicate the Carolina Newcastle.
And some of those workers then are kind of stepping over their bounds then, I would say, by doing stuff like that. And so I think that's why it makes everybody really stressed out. I don't have a chicken. I'm afraid to go out into my yard watching.
Let me ask you a question, sir.
Seriously.
Would you agree with me that people that are ADA have specific rights, if you will, more so than the
Under
others?
the law, they have, yes.
Okay. So you're admitting that they have extenuating circumstances under the law?
I think it's common knowledge that.
Okay. I'm going to tell you, she's speaking about my mother. I can speak on this personally because I was there. You guys showed up, left a notice on my gate. I have a job. I'm employed. The notice says I have 24 hours. That's not sufficient time to wipe your butt with bureaucracy, state bureaucracy. It's not. We all know that. I called you guys up. I was 1 hour late. In my email to them, I explained to them, my mother is 88. She's legally blind in one eye. She cannot read the fine print on the notification. Sacramento responded with, basically, tough titty. We're not going to change our mind. You guys showed up the next day. I called out for help. I'm not going to lie. I called out for help. My mother was hysterical. I was at work. Imagine your mom at work, 64 years old, calls you up crying hysterical. I'm at work. There's nothing I can do. I had left work early that day because of this. I go home. When I get home, you guys, people show up to assist us. You guys show up. I denied you guys access to my property. Conveniently, Riverside Animal Control Services shows up. Conveniently. When I pressed the officer, why are you here? What brought you to my property? He said, I have it on video if you want to watch it. And I quote him, word for word. cdfa called us and told us you have sick and undernourished animals on your property. How is that not a bully tactic?
Well, I wasn't there. I can't speak to it. I'm happy to listen and have you share what your experience was. But as far as that particular incident, I wasn't there, so I can't speak to anything that happened.
But how is that even appropriate? How is that appropriate as any moral, ethical, or professional standard? This is my mother. This is the lady who is disabled. She's ADA protected. She has certain rights by your own admission. The officer came onto our property. I allowed him access. Now, mind you, I made him step into pure chlorine. Not watered down, not diluted, 100% chlorine. Before I allowed him access to my property. He came onto my property, looked at my horses, looked at my pigs, and looked at my chickens. And my goat. First words out of his mouth was, where are the sick animals?
Again, I'm happy to listen to you. I just can't speak to what happened.
Then went around, because you guys have filed this complaint by his own admission. The deal that I made with him that he is so far honored was you guys are not welcome back on my property without that warrant. He got a letter from a vet, which was not cheap, it was not free. The vet came out and said, animals aren't sick. Why am I here? So how is that not a bully tactic or an unprofessional or unethical standard for you guys to be applying that upon an average citizen that has very little authority and very little power to stop the state of California?
I understand what you're saying. And again, I'm happy to listen to you, but I wasn't there. I can't speak to it.
But you can speak in generality, so.
Whoever you work for, and talk to them about the idea that it's not their job to come into our yards and tell us, what to do with our yards and our animals. It's only about the disease. That's all you guys are there for.
I'm happy to share your concern.
Yes, could you do that?
I'll
Because
bring it
that
up.
would be an important thing for the citizens because we're nervous. Seriously.
I'll be honest with you. That's why you're fighting so much with us. Because it is.
I'm not fighting with you. We're having a dialogue here.
I'm talking about as far as the citizens are resisting you guys. Let's be honest, they are. Let's be honest, they're resisting you.
And you're here and you're passionate.
No, I'm not even talking about us. I'm talking about average citizens on the street. When you guys are trying to get into homes, they're making you guys start getting warrants now. They're resisting you guys because of these tactics. Just like I told the city council the other day, You guys are causing people to move the birds because of these tactics. You're not coming in a professional manner. You're coming, for lack of a better term, which term was thrown around, which I may or may not agree with, but it's Gestapo type tactics, where you guys just come onto the property and do what you want to do, and that's it. That's all there is. You're going to read resistance every time. It didn't work for Hitler. It didn't work for Marxism. It's not going to work. And you guys just are so hard-headed. It's like I might as well go talk to the wall, and I'll probably get a better response out of it.
I walked on and I talked to all these people, and I asked them, you guys tested, right? Every person swore they tested. And my yard, they dropped off the letter. The second day, they wanted to kill them. They talked to me. The third day, everybody was there.
Your birds are vaccinated too.
Yes, they are.
And they robbed the Humane Society.
How do they handle birds that are vaccinated?
They want to kill them.
For the SOB.
Because yours is on the ones I know of that have been vaccinated.
The thought that you guys putting my chicken in a drum and just sucking the air out and killing my pets. I mean, isn't this how they used to do it? Sometimes somebody put them in a great big container and suck the air out. Okay, well they said that wasn't humane. Why is this humane for the chickens?
I can tell you that we follow all current epidemiological and veterinary practices, and everybody here is trying to do the right thing.
What's in the cans? You mean the spray that you guys are so secretive about?
I don't work on that side, so I don't want to answer a question that I don't have the education and experience to answer.
You don't know what they're spraying your tires with? You just said, okay, spray my tires?
I trust the people that I work with on the incident to provide credible scientific information and use that appropriately. So.
But do they have to identify their equipment? Because the equipment does not have a hazmat label on it or biosafety.
I'm not a chemist. So
and when they spray the tires, they're only covering 3/4 of the tire. Because if they did a correct rotation on that spray of the tire, they would have someone sit in the truck, spray it, then roll the truck back 2 feet and get the bottom portion of the tire and spray that side. So your trucks that you guys spray and make a big deal about are only a fourth of it is exposed still. And guess what? That's the part that was on the ground. Because you didn't do a tire rotation on that spray. You're just spraying the top of the tire and make it look cute for the residents.
Okay, I can't speak to what you're talking about. I wasn't.
We can show you videos and we can show you. We don't even have to speak it. You can look it up on our SOB, which you probably have. Oh, by the way, sob. We're crying. It's really sad. You don't have to interpret the other way if you guys want to shut down Facebook. We're actually crying. Those are capital letters for crying. SOB, sob. So, save your birds.
If you guys, I mean, and I'm not specific to you, asking you to go back and talk to whoever you need to talk to about it, but just be truthful. I mean, like, they're in a quarantine zone, but really they're in a kill zone, right? Why don't you just come out and say, look, we're going to kill your birds. We're not quarantining your birds. We're not testing your birds to see if they're healthy. We're going to kill them, whether they're healthy or they're not. Just tell everybody, and then people will be prepared and not be so stressed out. I mean, just let us.
Let me add, if I can, let me add a few things that I think could kind of wrap this up. Pretty obvious, I think, from your eyes today, that you're seeing the passion from our residents.
I've seen the passion for as long as I've been on the incident.
So, the way that I perceive this is that the CDFA is not following whatever their own rule book says. The procedures you have in place, whether it's putting the bird and how you dispose of the birds, putting them in many claims and video of Ziploc bags instead of something is a hazardous issue, then you should be treating it that way. And also, the point is communication with our residents goes a real long way. Truthfulness, communication, give them an opportunity, let them know what's going on, timetables. One of the worst things that anybody can do is call the air conditioning guy and say, hey, I need you, I'll be there at 3 o'clock, and he doesn't show up. Same thing with the CDFA, where they say they're going to be there and they don't show up, and then they just show up willy-nilly at some other time. There's been many residents who have elderly parents, and they're the only ones home because they're at work. work or something, they make arrangements to be there at the time that you originally said you'd be there when nobody shows up, and then shows up at another time. See, this is a problem. It creates issues with the residents. So if you can get this back to the people that do this job on a daily basis and let them know that we would appreciate, our residents would appreciate honesty, truthfulness, consideration, and
It's amazing how the councilman is standing here and a CDFA lady turned off the light.
so
The mayor's president.
The mayor's right standing here and a CDF person turned off the light on him in his own building.
translate
Wow.
documents.
Wow.
English and Spanish.
But, Mayor, you were just told to shut up by the CDFA.
Keep hearing from multiple.
Wow.
They shove it in our face and pull it right back. We can't even read it. They don't give us time.
Who gives her the right? Who the hell is she?
Get them to understand.
Because she was whispering to the other guy earlier. I need to talk to that woman.
Get your job done and to get them not to be completely insane because they're dealing with
Where'd she
what they
go?
perceive as just inappropriate behavior.
No, we're gonna meet with her.
Okay. So those are the kinds of things if you can bring back and talk to the teams about.
Or
so
do you?
they
I'll take you.
understand.
You're a council member? Why did that woman from CDFA turn off the light on you?
I have no idea.
Come here, let's ask her. Let's ask her. You're a councilman. I'll introduce you.
I believe it.
Hello.
Hi.
What? This is one of our councilmen right here, and he was talking. He was talking to one of your representatives over there.
Sure.
They were having a heavy, in-depth conversation, and you went and turned off the light in his building. This is his. Oh, I'm sorry. He introduced himself, but she turned off the light in your building while you guys were having a council conversation. And again, are you part of Jurupa Valley?
I'm with USDA.
I know, and he
we
was
have
going to talk to the
building,
resident.
And I apologize.
No, you didn't apologize. You walked over there and turned off the light. That's not an apology.
I'm just trying to make sure that everybody,
no.
we told them that we would
You
be
guys
out.
can, you,
And so I'm just
Ma'am?
So I'm just trying to make sure
And-
that everybody's out of the building.
ma'am, what you're not aware of, what you're not aware of
That was,
is,
yes, exactly. And so that was on our flyer, and when we arranged it was 7:30. So
we were told
Just
it was
know that,
2
when
hours,
we were conversing,
and
at the time, the lights turning off. I know that
that's rude.
we're basically over the time, but
right.
But
it was
It's his
recommended that it is for 7:30, but it was for.
we were told 6 to 8 on our paper. We have a flyer that
it's
says
for
6 to 8.
It's for 7:30,
Okay,
and I have several,
okay.
and we provided the flyers.
Yes,
we
ma'am.
sent them
Understandable.
out, so,
Okay.
yeah, and so I do apologize
no-
for interrupting.
No problem,
Which is
Sonia.
why I
Yeah.
made a couple announcements ahead of time to let people know
Of course.
that the time was coming up, because I wanted to make sure that everybody was aware and we didn't interrupt any conversations. But we also wanted to make sure that we were respectful of the
course.
school district
no,
and
no.
this building.
Yes, ma'am.
So we promised them that we would be out at 7:30, and so
ma'am.
I didn't want to fall back on my word.
Understandable,
So-
Miss Tanya. Yes, I understand.
Wait a second, though. I know you're avoiding my question, but the councilman over there, he promised the residents that he would meet with us after your meeting. After your meeting. We don't have to go home and come back. He actually promised that he would speak to us after the meeting and what his agenda is. So you are not in charge of this room. He is in charge of this room, and so is our councilman. And our councilman, which also has officers right there that heard it, is willing to talk to members after you people leave because he realizes we are currently... No, you had your moment. Realizes that we were upset and wanted to discuss it more, show him some pictures, show him some videos, and be honest and straightforward. You rented this room. Your time is up. Not my time, not her time, not his time. If he asks me to stay if I have questions, I will stay for him.
Absolutely.
So you do not cut a light off on me because I'm still on the clock. You're not. I am. Hand. Ooh. I'm sorry, people, but no, I'm not. I'm sorry, but I'm not. All right, who can we talk to? Give us information. Oh, we've met him before.
Again, we would give us the opportunity to come talk and get into the nuance.
let's do that so we can. You can.
Our councilman is doing what he's supposed to do. Talking in many. The meeting's over. After meetings, you have afterward conversations. We had our little princess from CDFA over there in the green. Thought she was going to turn off the light and cut everybody out. So in a way, it's kind of good. Our councilmen see what goes on with residents. The CDFA even thinks they're above Jurupa Valley Council. I mean, she showed her colors. That woman showed her colors. She showed her colors. Man, whew, I'm hot. I am speechless. I am hot. But you know what? Maybe this was the best thing. Her flipping that light. And did you hear her? Oh, pardon me. I'm sorry. CDFA cut the lights on us to close the meeting. She rented her hour-and-a-half space. Oh, yeah, we paid for it with our taxpaying money. Our councilman said he would talk to us afterwards, after they left. We still have the room. CDFA thinks that they own Jurupa Valley.
For yesterday's footage, I'm going to nominate you for an academy.
She thinks she can do. They were talking, so I pulled the other councilman. I'm like, this is your building. This is your building. I mean, this is your building. This is your town. Own it, man. Damn it, own it. Hi guys. I see that you're like I don't know what stories they told you and scared you out of here. As you can see, they had that control. They don't give our names. They turned off the lights on us. It's like they make us sound like the crazy chicken people. No, there's civil rights and everything else, breaches and all kinds of stuff. So I can tell by your posture, you guys are in a relaxed state. You're not afraid of any of us. So that just, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
We don't just know that. We feel it every day out there, and all of us working on the project. We feel it. And we just have the opportunity for you to learn more about the project, and we'll take care of that. It was very nice to meet you. Thank you very much.
All right, people.
You haven't even proved once to the city.
Hi, ladies. I don't want to run.
No, you're fine.
I've seen you guys. I saw you at the protest. I believe it was the protest thing when we first met. I know I've seen you.
God bless. What, do you have a picture of him?
I have a whole bunch of them.
You have what?
I have a whole bunch of them. I was on site yesterday.
Where's your cowboy
H-A-L-B-E-R-T.
H-A-L? Holy moly. B-E-R-T. Hey, man.
His name is Andrew Halbert.
He was.
Andrew Halbert?
Yes, he just spelled his last name.
I saw it yesterday.
Oh.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Well, you're high five. How did you do that out of thousands of people? You're good at what you do. He got a name. All right.
He requested, would you? The problem with
Oh, yeah, no.
but we, so we just had our.
Councilman, you feeling Jurupa Valley today?
I love Jurupa Valley.
I know, are you feeling it? But I mean, they turned the light off. This is your building. Before you go out there, you have your audience.
I don't know anything about
No.
that.
There was a lady. It was a CDF lady, and your other councilman over here. We can. I walked him over because you were in a depth conversation. But they cut the light off you, and it was like. But that's the thing is, that's
well,
the
it came
thing.
right back on because if it didn't, I would probably have found the switch myself.
I know, but the thing is that's they think they control everything. and you're seeing it. And even though, yeah, that was bad what she did, but you know what? I'm starting to like. You know what? I'm kind of glad she showed her colors there. That they're control freaks, and they controlled you in your own building. And she was trying to tell him. She was backtracking and telling him, well, we had the building from 6 to 7:30. We saw the flyer that said 6 to 8, but she said 6 to 7:30. But like I told her, you had promised that afterwards to talk, or kind of like, okay, show me some stuff, or if you guys have some questions, I'll stay a few minutes afterwards. Who is she to get? Well, there again, who is she? Nobody knows her name.
I did end the night talking to the director of the CDFA.
He's come to your things before. He doesn't ever fall through. I'm not trying to cut you off, but I'm just saying he doesn't.
I'm going to set up a meeting with him next week to get all the details I can from him and give him all of my flack that he deserves to hear.
Yeah, but cutting off the lights on you, that was very, very unprofessional. And they're supposed to be the pros. Here's Jurupa Valley. Here is your mayor.
Look at Jennifer, all dressed up,
Here is
gorgeous lady.
Hey, I'm not always. I'm
gorgeous. Isn't she gorgeous?
I'm like it because they always think they were like dumb as a rock. So at least I want to put my
That's my job. That's
my rock
perception.
status. If I'm gonna have my rocket status. So yeah, Jurupa Valley is staying here. Our councilman, we're kind of closing out here.
Gentleman with the pink shirt, Killjoy or Killa, whatever his name is, Kilgore.
I'm so bad with names, dude.
Well, that's what you guys call him.
Oh, well, I'll have to find it. Anyways, what's
His
up?
real name is Andrew Halbert.
Oh, yeah, that's what you got on the record when they walked out there. So I was like, yes, got one. Yeah, they'll tell the press, but they won't tell a homeowner. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right, guys, we're gonna close out. CDFA left us, but our council, I got earfuls. Once we got this meeting turning around.
Don't forget about our Saturday protests at noon. We're going to start doing it until our chickens get stopped killing. We're going to protest every week. Every week, we're going to protest in the same spot.
Okay.
We would love you guys to protest in other places, but here in Jurupa Valley, it's going to be right on Limonite, right in front of the donut shop, right in front of the 99-cent store and Walmart.
All right, got it.
Thank you.
All right, guys, so I'm closing out. It started out pretty lame. They were going to teach us about biosecurity, which is already too late for some of us. But it started to open up. The people started to speak. All right, later.